Are we live? Love to know. Yes, we're live. Finally. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not gonna be here for so long, okay? So, I want to show you guys, the market on how I want to see what I want to see and what I potentially look at. But there's no news, right? Um, yeah, nothing crazy. I don't think the way he speaks. We did have a news outbreak. Japan closely watching FX moves with a high sense of urgency. That's cool, right? But let's get into it. All right. So weekly, you can clearly see. In fact, let's take a look at the monthly because I see monthly as bearish, right? Lower low, lower high, right? We're very bearish on the monthly. Okay. Um, Weekly, same thing. We're bullish here. Right? You can see higher high, higher low, higher high, low, higher high. Broke structure. I actually can't see that. Let me see. Yeah. Higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, right? Create a new high here, and then we start distributing here. So looking at more of current structure, okay, we talked about this before. Higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high. So we're quite bullish, right? And this is for people who also trade Euro USD, so on and so forth. Okay. If you didn't know. So right? We distribute above here, came back down here, right? We're looking for some type of reaccumulation plays inside of there, okay? We were. So going down to the 4 hour, right? We're extremely bullish here as well. Higher high, higher low, in my opinion, right? But we do have some areas of interest. This is the previous area that we were previously talking about. Um, in our last discussion, right? How it potentially can accumulate from here. And it seemed like we did get some nice accumulation plays out of here. So we can potentially expect price to continue on up. Um, of course, identifying some targets here, right? First target can be here. Going into here. Maybe there might be some more opportunities to get inside this play, right? Yeah, we got some liquidity here, right? And some imbalances and so on and so forth. But currently happened, right? We had lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low. Price did break right here, right? So once price break, what do you identify? Of course, we know our five basic components, right? We identify the imbalance that's within the area, the point of interest, which is the last push down, right? The liquidity that was swept. We had some major liquidity that was swept right here. Of course, we already identify our targets too as well, where we want to target at. Boom. Um, okay. And then, right, what happened? And it's actually to happen today, right? So, uh, if we got an hour break, we can look for a 15 5-minute retracement back in there. Right, yeah, higher high, higher high. It just seemed like it just kept accumulating. So, really, the retracement hasn't really started yet. So, what we can expect some type of price action to come back into the area, and once it actually gives a break, then that's where measure our fit. But what's currently happening at the moment, right? Price is accumulating, so this can be your next eye, right? Next area where you're interested in at, where it can potentially accumulate. If it accumulates up here, yeah, take it, right? Right. So play areas, right? All we doing is identifying areas. Okay, once you get the retracement, you can measure your fib, and so on and so forth. Okay, yeah. So this thing, I don't think this thing is ever coming back, but um, yeah, we're extremely bullish here. Yeah, honestly, at this point, yeah, you can see it daily. You can see it as well. Low, high. Okay, 4 hour. Right, we had some structure here. Look at the marker, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high. Price broke, right? Came back, right? So really measuring the fib here to here, came 50%, and it dropped and it accumulated, right? Created higher high, higher low, higher high. But as you gotta think, this is our area of interest. So when it came back down to there, it started retracement, right? Boom, this was our area of interest. We saw this was a break of structure. So we're like, oh, okay. Well, let's see what happens. But right, we really looked at it at the 1 hour, okay? And yeah, it just never came back. It just flew into a different universe. And it's okay. It happens. You just gotta be patient for it. And as you can see, even the 5 minute, it's just not showing any type of evidence of distribution yet. When it does, that's when you can measure fib and you can build your shorts back into this area. I'd rather be patient and take something that's off of it. But what's currently happening, higher high, higher low, higher high. So I mean, if price continues to accumulate, then of course, all by means, wait for the evidence, but it seems pretty bullish to me, so I'm not even interested. Low probability trade. I'm here. But that's my area. This is my still my eye. I'm not touching that. Oh, yes, gold. Okay. So gold had some interesting areas, if I don't say so myself. Okay. Let's start up. Right. We know that the daily is bullish still, right? Came down to this low and just accumulate from there. Same thing, right? A broke structure, bearish with a 4 hour. We're expecting some bearish action until we get some type of accumulation. Now, of course, if it price close above here, then we can expect some nice accumulation plays, so on and so forth. Right? Same thing, 1 hour bearish. I'm not even gonna discuss this on an hour. So we really been paying attention to the 15 and 5 minute here. Right, broke structure, came up, accumulated, distributed, right? Lower low, lower high, lower low. Price broke, right? Came back and they started accumulating higher high, higher low, higher high. And what we saw, right, when the market opened or a little couple hours is this, right? We just swept some liquidity above a high. I'm like, okay. So what do we do above highs? What is one of our major rules? When you get above highs, we look for some type of rated distribution. Well, you can't see on a 5 minute, but you can definitely see on a 1 minute. But what we did, right? We identified this area, like, okay, if we get distribution above the highs, we can potentially, distribute above here and back down to here. Okay. Because this is a area of interest and, potentially accumulate. So that's exactly what it did. Oh, yeah. Okay. Want to secure it. How can I? Oh, yeah. Yeah. All right. Anyways, distracted. I'm in a trade with this one. Anyways, yeah, we got some distribution here. I'm gonna move that. We got some distribution here, and I'll show you where. Right, we gave it twice actually. It went higher, high, higher, low, higher, high. We saw this break. We took it right here, put our stop loss above a high, and of course we stayed in. We saw this push, didn't affect me, and then broke structure. Really, the second opportunity was right here. I try to get in. I think I did get in that right there, and I was kind of ping ponging it Tokyo session, because I didn't want to trade later on today. So, you know, I usually trade Tokyo when I don't really not gonna have any time. I kind of really want to stay strict with my rules, but here, all right, check this out. All right, you saw this, we saw this, boom, accumulated, and we saw opportunity right here, boom, played alone. All that. We can play alone to up to the high. Guess what happened? Take a look at the hour. Price closed right above it, right? And what do we do above an area? We distribute. So what we saw was higher high, higher low, higher high. Price broke and came back and they redistributed, right? It went higher high, higher low, higher high. Price broke. What we did was we simply just like, all right, well, I'm gonna take that risk. It's not the cleanest play, but I'm gonna take that risk, put it above here, and take it to this imbalance. And price played out where we expected that. Nice. Okay. So, want to give you some current action. So really, my eyes are still on this area because it can potentially accumulate. Right. Right now, right. Of course, looking at the major area of this, right, potentially accumulate out of here. Currently, it is distributing. So, right, next high would be here. Boom. And of course, right there. Boom. Right. So, potential distribution out of there. And yeah, if you get 1 minute distro out of here, you want to take it down to the short, maybe down to the low right here, back to the PPA. Okay. That's for gold. Yeah, I'm gonna give you quick briefs because I really don't talk about S&P, NAS, or the US 30 around this time. But right, um, just overall, right, we are bearish on this 4 hour. We're bearish on the daily. Okay. We just came back into this point of interest, which it is the 4 hour point of interest. So we'd be looking for some type of 1 hour and 15 minute distribution out of here. Right now, I can say this, this right here. Right? So if price were to close below there, I'll be waiting for some type of reaccumulation and some redistribution out of there. Okay, so I'm not gonna dive in. I'm actually not gonna go over it. I'm really not. I don't trade these during these time. Okay, it makes no sense. There were some really good plays here, like really, and it played out nicely. All right, I would love to talk about this because I'm currently in this trade. I'm currently in for a sell right now, and I'll show you why. Right, lower low, lower high, lower low. Price broke. Right, and now we're kind of distributing above the highs. Right, 4 hour higher high, higher high, higher low, higher high. Price broke, reaccumulated. Right, this is our higher low. So really, yes, this is our point of interest here. Right, price can reaccumulate out of here, so on and so forth, which it did. Okay, but right, what do we have? We have a breaker structure here. We got lower low. We have lower high. Right, price came up, higher high, higher low, higher high. Price then broke. Right, what do you identify? Components, point of interest, imbalance. Right, all that good chunk. Okay, like this chunk. Okay, so we're extremely bearish here. And it came out lower low, lower high, lower low. Price broke, right? And what we assumed was price could potentially accumulate out of here. It can, right? But despite that, it can, right? It's important to identify the current situation. What is currently happening? What is the potential of this trade, right? So what do? We look for that. What happened? Currently, it was accumulating. We bought the accumulation. Went high, low, high, break. We saw that, right? And then what we do? We sold from up here. Yeah, and we're still holding. We're still holding from up here. But our stop loss above this high. Excuse me. We still have a stop loss above this high, and currently, yes, we're just holding this trade. It's about a no, it's right here. Sorry, just a little bit higher. About 1 at 3. Very nice. I what's this here? Not letting me secure any partials for this, which is kind of concerning. That's not how I want to trade. Okay, but it's fine. I close break even here, and so on and so forth. But I do think that we potentially can come lower, asserting the structure that we're at as of right now. I do have my stop loss, I mean my limit down here. So I'll exit out right here. Okay, that's how I'm viewing this. This is how I'm seeing it. It's very clean play. Uh, I don't think nobody's in here, right? Nobody's in here, right? Okay. All right. So, and that is for futures. Right. Like I said, I don't talk about these because they have different plays. Where New York, it just makes no sense to talk about them. Um, Currently, there's nothing happening here. Yeah. I need really need to go to sleep though. Yeah, serious. I need to go to sleep. Um. I'm not gonna stay up too long though. This one dropping. I'm pretty sure why. Very high, a little higher, but yeah, I'm not taking any more trades, man. I'm up for today. I'm profitable. I'm good. I'm happy. Whatever. Right. I think I had a breakthrough recently this weekend, and it clicked. But it never clicks. Realize that. It's learning experiences and seeing what it do. And right now, this is what it do. Yeah, I don't got nothing else, man, unless this gives me a break. That breaks right there. We might got something beautiful coming here. Right? If it does, I want to see something out of here. Or 50%. You get me? Give me somewhere around there. Alright. Uh this is a 15 minute. So really we've been coming down bearish. Lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high. Okay. So price were to close above there. We got ourselves a real issue. We're gonna have to secure that and go long because this is still our point of interest. If you're just playing current structure, that's current. Don't fight me against it. This is my area of interest, but currently, this is what's currently happening. So, same thing. See, no. I was in this trade, but I decided to get out. I was just like, nah, let me secure it. Okay. Anything else you want to look at? What's happening? This is what we were just talking about, so I'm not going to even go over EU. I go over GU plays. Okay. Daily higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high. Price broke. Accumulate below the low. Create a new higher high. So what we can expect price to distribute out of here. Okay. 4 hour. What do you got? Market structure or low or high. Right. Expect some what? Redistribution. What do we got? Beginning. I think we got it off the 15. Yep, right there. Boom. And what do you know? Price never came back. Right there. Breaker structure. When inches, it did come back. Barely. When inches. And this was today. It's pretty clean. All right. Imbalance. All right. GJ. Yeah. And of course, we had some structure plays here. So let's see if it actually came 50%. It did. Right. But it really, it's never got mitigated. So the real answer is this. This started to come up. Higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low. Price broke, came back, and it's finally distributing out of this area. Which is very nice. But say if you play this, like, okay, well, we got some redistribution here. Finally, we got, this is a 15 minute, so we really can look at the 1 minute right there. We got lower low, lower higher, lower low, price broke. Here's your retracement. You could have played that, go long. Then what? Yeah, higher high, higher low, higher high. Price then broke. Broke structure. Broke structure right there. There's your point of interest. I'm gonna just mark this up right there. Do you want to play this? I mean, you can, right? You can put boom, put your stop loss above the high. There you go. Or say if you want to play a little bit better, lower low, lower high, lower low, price broke. Higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, price broke. You could have been like, all right, well, here's my next area. I'll play it once it gets in there. Boom. Play it once it gets in there. Now you're 1 of 5. It's turned up to a 1 in 11, 1 in 13 maximum, right? Matter of fact, it went lower than that. If you was just trailing 147, easy. Okay. I'm not gonna talk about UJ. La 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 la. But yeah, that's it. I don't have anything else. Yeah. Matter of fact, I stayed until 3. And I'm going. I'm gonna go lay down for that. Hold on. Put some music on. Let's go. Oh, we just got a break. Nice. ME. About to get a break of structure. ME just got a break. It's distributing, guys. Yeah, I'm interested. This is the beginning of the retracement, right? So really can't really accumulate out of here. Really want to see reaccumulation out of here. Can y'all see my screen? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Pretty nice here. Once you get it closed, I might take a short there. And secure 1 to 3. Boom. I'll create a limit order. Oh, I don't want y'all to see my stuff. 1 second. Be right back. I am the hope of the universe. Ready. So I kind of want to make this play here. I'm gonna risk only. Yeah, $100. Perfect. Because euro is 125 per slot. I probably don't need to play any more plays after this because yeah, I'm very profitable today. And the trade that I'm currently in is probably gonna go down even further, where I don't even need to where I don't even need to trade anymore. This trade is enough here. Decisions. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna trade this, but I'm gonna help you guys out here. I'm gonna exit out of this, log out. Anyways, pick me up, okay? I would enter in here. I'm not gonna trade no more because I think, I'm just done for the day. But right here, put my stop loss above there. Go into here. Keep it limited, right? Maybe you want to keep it a little bit more tighter. Say if you go up higher, maybe you want to secure right there and balance. Cool, and do that, right? Now it's up to you where you want to play, right? Either higher or shorter, right? But I'm interested in this play right now. Yeah, nothing on AU. It's nothing really gonna be on AU. Definitely EU. Yeah, I already probably played right here already because my stop loss will be there. Boom. Yeah, I'm already in it. Mentally, I'm mentally in it, okay? Mentally. I'm mentally in this. I would have entered right now. I'm in the trade mentally. Mentally in the trade. Unfortunately, I'm not taking no more trades today. I think the trade that I'm in is more than enough, and I am satisfied with my day here. Very profitable. I'm very happy, and yeah, good. Yo, what is this? What was that? I don't know what that was. Oh yeah. Take a look at the other ones. We have a UJ trade. Okay. I do UJ for you guys, okay? UJ, you already know lower low or high daily 4 hour daily bearish. 4 hour lower low higher low price broke higher low. What is this? What is that? Higher high. Interesting. Higher low. I don't know what the heck that is. But we do have some distribution play here. So higher high, higher low, higher high. Is that a higher high? I'm gonna count it as a higher high, I guess. So if it is, this is a break a structure. I don't like when structure looks like that. It just throws me all the way off. 20 inches. You got your imbalance. I mean, it's valid. You got your liquidity that was swept. Right? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And then yeah, right there. Boom. Right below the low. Yeah, lower low. There you go. Accumulation. Below the low. Yeah, lower low, lower high, lower low. Price broke, came back and accumulated. Very nice. For UJ. Okay. UJ. Yeah, I didn't even tell you about TJ, but whatever. Yeah, I'm chilling. Anyway, it's 3 o'clock. Nobody's on here, so I'm done trading. EU. We will still be in this trade right now. For EU. Oh, right. I'm done. I gotta sleep at least 2 hours. Well, at least 2 hours. Get some rest. Alright, y'all. This is the trade I'll be in. Right, say if you enter right there, right? Stop loss will be right there. A little higher or a little tighter. Right? Let's say if you minimize it, that's your 1 to 3. You're already inside this trade mentally. Yeah, y'all. Any more questions, comments, concerns? Nothing. Nobody has nothing. All right, y'all. All right, yeah. So be blessed, stay safe, and remember there's always opportunities in the market. You just have to be patient. Okay? Always opportunities. Okay. All right, y'all. Peace.